you able to see my screen?
Yes.
I just created like two bundles, Mac bundle and the home theater bundle. And
Okay.
in this magazine, I just created the features.
Okay. So what
Mhm.
option you have created and what feature you have created for magazine?
Yeah. This is option is like this is I just created by like normal ones. So, but the
Okay.
features is like photograph, movie, and cartoons I created for the magazine.
Okay.
And for the home theater, just created screen, audio system, and lightning.
Okay.
And
So when we
I
are creating future as well,
yeah,
yeah, what is that MEG bundle?
this is a Mac bundle. So I thought of like keeping the magazine in this bundle. So I just
Okay.
created the options and created this magazine, and
Okay.
I created the home H bundle as a home theater. So I just keep the home theater in H bundle. But when I able to see the codes, I'm not able to see the like both the H bundle and the magazine
Okay. So
bundle.
products are not visible.
Yeah, products are not visible at all
Yeah. So unless and until you add a price to the product, it will not be visible. So first you need to
uh,
add a price to that.
for the Mac bundle
So
as well.
yes. So whatever product
Okay,
you create, you need to create a price entry for that. Only then the bundle will be visible, or the product will be visible for you to add it.
okay, got it.
So, Sai, when we are creating a bundle, so we do not need to create one more product separately.
Okay.
So it is like you have a one product as laptop, and then you have another created one more product which is like a laptop bundle. So we do not need to create another product. So like when you have created a product home theater, you can just go and add options to it, and then you can like put
Okay.
the options which you have created uh, in
Uh,
respective features. So feature is like a just a what do you say, a bucket wherein you are putting all your bundles, same category of bundles together. So if I have
no.
to say, so like I have a
Could you please
product
like
for
show it to me? Just a
yeah,
second.
sure, sure.
I'm
So
just
if like I have, you are able to see my screen, right?
yeah.
So I have a product which is smartwatch. So I don't need to create another product which says smartwatch bundle. So what I will be doing here over here is I'll creating options. So what I have done, if you go and see the options which I have, so it talks about chargers. So I have two category of chargers. One is a 45 watt and the another one is 67 watt. So 45
But
watts is a slow charger, 67 watt is a fast charger. And then I have maintenance as a product, which is a related product. If you see over here, chargers which I have created, those are accessories. So they, if they are buying one watch, they can buy two chargers, or if they are buying two watches, they can buy only one charger. So it is not dependent on the number. Now I have a screen guard as a product, that is a related product. Then warranty as a related product. Now you see I have a product which is straps, that is component. So for one watch they can only buy one strap, they cannot buy more than that. So this is how I have done it. And now when I go on features, so over here, so I have clubbed same category of features. So watch bands will come under, my strap will come under watch bands. Then related product will have only the related product like maintenance, screen guard, warranty. And then there are charging options. So charging options will have all the chargers. So like you have created a home theater, and then you can create different types of speakers as a product, and you can have all the speakers under one feature, which is speakers. And then you can create different options for lighting, like a mood
No,
setting lighting, the ambient lighting.
actually, if you, yeah, could you please go to the features also?
Yeah,
If you click the charging options, you will see that entire whatever the options you are mentioned over there, that is automatically linked to it, or like it's just and like
it will automatically get linked.
okay.
So
Could you please
once you
show it?
create this option over here,
Okay.
so once I open up the option, so you have a feature column which says over here. So if I'm associating my feature, so this option will show under charging options feature
Okay.
over here. So on and so forth. So when I add my product on the code, so this is my product. When I add it, you will see I have a feature which says essential product. So under essential, this is my category. Essential product is my category, related product is my category. My watch band is a feature. So if I go over here in my product features, so I have a feature which says watch bands. So under watch band, I have options to select the watch straps. So if I add it, they can select over here the straps. Now I have another feature which says charging options. So under charging options, I have my chargers available over here. So by default, like I have made sure that only the slow charger, which is like for a charger which is for 45 watts, that should be selected by default. If my user wants to go for a 67-watt charger, they can deselect it and select this one.
And one more thing, you selected the location aspect, right? What is that means?
So that I have created like a, what you can say, those things I have created as an attribute. So that those things we will be learning today. So it is
Okay.
just used for creating attributes and product rules. So this is basically for product rule, which we'll be learning at a later stage. So this is how my features will look like. If I go into the related category, I have another feature which says related products. So all those related products will come over here. Okay. So
Okay.
yesterday we had seen the bundles. Today we would be seeing more scenarios of how my bundle configuration will look like. So yesterday, due to time constraints, we were not able to complete that much. So today we will try to make sure that we are completing. So I'll just
And
close the unnecessary windows over here, and I'll
and
go back to my,
thing,
yes.
uh, one more thing, Vinay. Uh, could you please at least create one product 2 days back you said about the products, right? So if you just create
Yes.
a normal product, so I can get to know, okay, this how we can
Okay.
create like this. If you
Okay.
create that at least a bundle, okay, I'll get to know but the thing is
Okay. So
it
I will start
little
with creating your home theater bundle itself.
Yeah, yeah.
So
For me, it's little bit like difficulty. Like I'm not getting like any use cases as well, and I don't know. Like I've just
so yesterday were you able to do that trailhead learning which I had shared for bundle creation?
no, no, sorry for no, no. Actually, I'm like I worked almost like 12 hours today, so I didn't like check
Okay,
it. I just created the
okay.
bundle,
No, no,
and
no
I don't.
problems.
Yeah.
No problems. No issues with that. So I'll be creating a home theater product for you. So I have taken the product name home theater. Then the product code I will choose as HD. And over here I will say it is like used for entertainment.
Okay.
So this is the basic field which I need to fill. And then I'll click on save. So my product is created. Now next thing what I need to do is I need to go and create the price book for it. So I'll add a standard price. So I'll add it say 1000. So my over here I have taken INR is my currency. So this I have done. Now the next
Okay.
thing what I need to do is when I have to create it as a bundle, I need to make sure that there should be options for it.
Yeah.
So once you click on new, so you will not get this record type as such. I have created a record type, so you can ignore that. You will just once you click on new, the direct you will directly a message window will open up for you, which will look something like this. So over here, there are a couple of fields over here. So number is like in what sequence you want to see the option. So I will start with 10. And from home theater, I want this particular to be one quantity.
Okay.
So they can either like whatever speakers are there available, like I'm creating right now, I will be creating speakers. So they can only buy one quantity of that speaker.
Okay.
And I would be choosing selected because I want this one product to be as a default. Later, as per the user requirement, they can go ahead and choose any product or any other speaker as per the requirement. But by default, I'm selling this one. Now over here, the optional SKU means the optional that you need to do. So over here, if I have already created a product, it will show over here. Otherwise, if you scroll down, it says plus new product. Are you able to follow this?
Yeah, yeah.
So once you click on plus new product, a new window will open up. It says new product.
Okay, we need to create the new product, right?
So over here, I will create, say, like, I'll just put simple name, simple speaker. I'll put. So this is my simple speaker product, and this is one. It says speaker product family. I'll choose as entertainment, and that's it. So I'll click on save. So my simple speaker will come over here. Now it is asking for me to add a feature. So I'll create a feature over here. So my feature name will come as speaker. I want to
Okay.
club all those speakers together. So I've taken number as one. Minimum option is my 10. Now this configured SKU is your main product. So I will choose my home theater system. So I want my feature to show under home theater system.
Okay.
And I have chosen minimum quantity as one. So they can only buy one as, and I'll make sure that the maximum quantity is one. Maximum quantity I will not keep as one. I will only keep minimum as one. And then I'll click on save. So what is the difference when I choose? Uh, I'll create one and then I'll explain you. So this is done. This is done. Then I'll mark this one as bundled because I don't want the user to pay an additional cost for a simple speaker. I'll give it as it is there. Now I have marked it as bundle and I'll click on save.
Could
So
you
my
please
one
tell me
product
once
is
again,
correct.
like why you marked it as a bundle? It's like
So
it's
why
like
I have marked it as a bundle is So my simple speaker cost around say 150. So I don't want the person who is buying my home theater system, I don't want him to pay 1,000 rupees and then 150 extra for the simple speaker. That is why I have marked it as a bundle.
Okay. So if
Now I
if
will
he
be
pay $1,000, he will get the simple speaker as well. That 150 will be waived off, right?
yes. Now
Okay.
what I'll do is I'll create one more speaker. So I'll create a number 20 over here. Now I'll create one more speaker which is a mid-size speaker. I'll do it as active. Now is mid-size speaker. Product family is entertainment. Click on save. Now over here I have taken quantity as 1. Feature I will choose as speaker. I've already created so I want just choose one. And over here now I will not mark it as bundle
Okay.
because I want the user to pay a price for that. But what I'll do is, yes, I will not mark it as bundle because I want my user to pay
Pay
an
for the
additional
mixer.
cost for this mid-size speaker. And then I'll click on save and new. Now I will create one more speaker for. So this time I will be creating 30. Optional SKU would be I'll create a speaker which is large size speaker active, and this is my large speaker. Product family is entertainment, and then I'll click on save. Now over here what I'll do is quantity I've taken as one. So here I'll mark it as bundled, but what I'll do, I'll create a price for it. So probably I'll put it 300 over here.
Okay.
So now I'll show you the difference. So this is my mid-size speaker. Mid-size speaker, simple speaker I created 150. Mid-size speaker I'll put as 250. And for large size speaker I'll put it as 500. So now I have created speakers. Now I have created a feature for that. Now when I go onto my code and add the product, that is home theater. So I think it will not show.
We need to give that one. It should be required and everything.
Yes.
Which you,
So if we don't give that one, it will directly land up over here. But I want to configure that. So if I select this, so you will see that my home theater product is here, which is a
yeah.
bundle product. And then I have a feature which is speaker, and there are 3 options over here. Now it says choose at least one of the following, but I can choose any of them. Like I can choose 3 of the 3 as well. So this we can restrict. So how do we restrict that? If I go on to my option, not option, if I go to my features, so however here I had taken minimum option as 1. If I choose my maximum option as 1, it will not allow me to go more than that. So if I click on cancel and probably choose it once again, so over here you'll see now it is showing as
Radio
radio
buttons.
button. So I can only choose either of them. Now over here on simple speaker, my cost is 150. Medium speaker is 250. Large speaker is 500.
500.
You can see 150, 250, and 300.
Yeah.
So why it is showing large speaker as 300?
You wrote
Because
it in just like in the options 300, right?
yes. So on my large speaker it is 500 over here. So what I'll do in my options, what I have done, not over here. Um, large size, right? Yes. So for large size speaker, what I have done, if it is sold under a bundle, it should be charged as 300 rupees. That is what I am stated. That is why it is showing 300. If I select this, it will show 300. So this will come at a cost of 250 only, which is the cost over here. This is
Yeah.
showing 150, but if I select this one and click on save, you will see the home theater comes as included and it is charged as 0.
Okay.
Now if I go and add one more time, I'll add home theater. I'll select this and add more. And now I will choose large size speaker and click on save. And then I will add large size speaker. So you see, when I'm buying my home theater with simple speaker, it is charging as 0.
Yeah.
So when I'm looking for large size speaker, it is included, but okay, why it is taking 0? It should be coming as 300 only. Okay, if it is bundled, then it shows like that. So if I click on this, then it will come as 300. So I'll just refresh it. Probably that should work. Okay, it will not. So if you select the bundled one, then it will not charge the price.
Yeah.
So, so now you see that when I'm buying my home theater with large size speaker, it is coming at a cost of 300. But if I buy large size speaker separately, it comes at 500.
Okay. Got it.
So this is the difference. So now we would be going ahead and learning what regarding the today's session. So I hope you had got a better clarity on how we would be
Yeah, yeah. Now it's
using.
like now, yeah, it would be a little bit clear for me because like from last 2 days, I already told you I don't have any knowledge on this Salesforce, so it's like
Yes.
little bit confused for me. So I'm just checking in the Google like how to add these things. So that's
Okay.
why like yeah,
So now we would be looking for configuration part in more details. So if you go on to the product, there are 4 fields which says Salesforce CPQ configuration. So we'll
yeah.
look at configuration type, configuration event, option layout, and option selection method. So configuration type and configuration event we will look first. So I'll just start with this. So in configuration type, if we choose none, and configuration event is also none, like if we choose none for it, by default it will be none for the other one, then we will not be able to see the configurator page. It will directly land on the code lines. So
Like why we are using the configuration type and configuration event? Like what is the
okay,
main purpose of this
so
configuration?
why we are using it? So I want, for bundle products, I want my user to choose over here. So once it selects the product and it is a bundle product, so I want my user to choose what options he is willing to buy. That is why I
Okay.
have kept it as, if I choose it as allowed on the product over here,
Hmm.
which means if I click on it, so it has required, allowed, and disabled. If I choose it as required, by default, whenever my user is selecting a product, it will land on the configurator page. So they can choose
Okay.
which product they want to buy, which their product
Okay.
they don't want to buy, and all those stuffs. And the second is required. So it is always required that the bundle must be configured. Without configuration, I'm not selling the product.
Okay.
And third one is disabled. So it means if I keep it as disabled, you will not be able to see the configuration page over here, and it will directly go to the code lines. Means it will directly come over here. And when it is disabled, you cannot even go back and configure it. So even if you land it over here on this page, you will not see a wrench icon which allows you to go back to the configurator page and reconfigure it, the product. Say for example,
Okay.
when you are buying a laptop, and then there are options given to you if you want to buy a optical mouse, or if you want to buy a wireless mouse, or if you want to buy a Bluetooth mouse, and you have mistakenly you have chosen optical instead of Bluetooth, and you have clicked on save, so you can go back and reconfigure it. So that is the functionality which the supplier is providing to the users, so that they can
Okay.
configure it. So that is why it is important.
Okay. Got it.
And when we have, so
If
this
we
is
have the
for,
none option, then nothing will become, right? It will
so
automatically
if
go
I
to
choose
the.
a none option over here, like if I choose none, so by default it will come as none over here. And if I click on save, now if you go onto the code and click on home theater product, you will not see the options. It will directly land over here.
Okay.
If I choose a disable option on my configuration type, so when you choose none, at least you can, once you're selected, you can still have a wrench icon and you can go back to configure. But if I choose disable, I think that then that option will not be there. So it is, I'm disabling it. So if I click on cancel, I remove my products from here, and then I add one more time my home theater and select it. So over here, so whatever I am selling, you need to buy it. So you don't have a reconfigure tab
Okay.
over here. So whatever I am selling, you cannot make any changes. That is it. If I have disabled it. So this is a table over here. It says configuration event, and so it says configuration event type. If it is allowed, the configuration event will be always, like shows the configuration page, and the users or the sales representative can configure the product based on the
Hmm.
requirement of the buyer. If it is allowed and edit, then it does not show the configuration page after selection. But we can go and do a reconfigure, which means Yeah. We can go and select recon, like we have a wrench icon over here,
Yeah.
and when we click on it, we will again go back to the reconfigure
Recon.
page.
Yeah.
So if it is disabled, we will never show the configuration page. And bundles that are never customized, we don't
Customer.
want my user to customize it. Whatever I am selling, they need to buy it that in that way only. If it is allowed and add, we can see the configuration page only once, and we will not be able to make any changes. So once you land up on that page, so if I see over here, if I add another product, like I'll just see if I have add for that. So if I have add, what difference does it makes? Yeah, you will be able to see it now. So if I have a smartwatch product, and there is a lot of things which we need to do over here. So you are able to see my configuration page, and then when you click on save,
Yeah.
then again if you go over here, you will have a, so once you have added, you will not see a reconfigure, a wrench
Yeah.
icon which lets you go back. But if you go over here and instead of add, if you click on, if you choose edit, and now when you add that product, you will be able to see a wrench icon. So it is like we are restricting the users
Okay.
or the seller. They can only choose once, or depending upon how do we want my product to behave. So if we choose edit, so over here it is written, if we choose edit, it does not go to the configure page. So it directly landed over here. But now from here, I have a wrench icon. So if I click on the wrench icon, then I can go back to my configuration page and choose whatever I want. So that is how it behaves. So I have one more for you for your better understanding. So it is, once you select the products, it will go to the configuration page and then on the code. So you have a wrench icon over there, wherein you can
Yeah.
again configure or reconfigure my products. So if I choose option 2, then from product selection, it directly goes to the code line.
Edit. Oh,
It does not
okay.
lands
Yeah.
over here, but I can still reconfigure and go back to my code. If I have the third, directly go to edit codes and I cannot configure my products. And with fourth option, I can go configure and then edit. So this is how the 1, 2, 3, 4 are there, and this is how it will look like.
Yeah.
Any doubts or questions, Aprilia?
Oh, no, no. Right now, yeah. It's lit clean.
Okay. So now we will be looking for options layout.
Mm.
So there are a couple of options layout features available, which, like, by default it is sections, and then there are tabs and wizards. So we look at how it looks. So if I go to my home theater system, so over here, like, I have only one option, but so if I go to my smartwatch, because I have multiple options over there. So under smartwatch, if I click on edit over there, so I will choose it always. So on option layout, if I'm not choosing anything and if I mark it as none and click on save, then by default it will have sections. So I'll just let you know how sections look like. So I'll click on cancel. I'll remove everything from my code lines. And then when I go and add my product, which is smartwatch, so you'll see there will be sections. So sections are like watch bands and charging options one below the other. So what I can do for you to show it more properly, I'll go to say home theater only, and
Yeah.
probably I can create one more option, which I'll say it is for lighting. So over here I will have 40, and then I'll create product name, which is okay. So now if I go to my product and choose my home theater, so I disabled this, so I need to enable it. You can see. So by default caption layout, I have it is blank. So by default, it is taking as sections. So I'll delete the line and I'll go ahead and again I will add my product. So you will see, okay, lightning, I have not marked it as price. So if you don't mark the price, this is how it will look. It will not show options visible.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I have one section which is for speaker, other section is for lightning. So this is how it will look for sections. Now if I go
Mm.
back to my product, which is home theater. So if I change, by default it is sections. If I choose section, then also it will come as sections only. Now
Okay.
if I go on over here and if I choose as tabs, so if I click on it, and now again if I go back to my code and then I select my product, so it will show as tabs, which will be one after the other.
Okay.
So it will be speaker, then it is lightning.
Lightning.
So
Okay.
this is my tab. So one tab and then second tab. Now if I go to my home theater system and if I choose instead of tabs, if I choose wizard, so it will still show as tabs, but there will be one difference. So if I go back on my home theater, so now you see it is still showing as tabs like speaker and lighting, but lighting is not enabled.
Okay.
So if I click on lighting, it will not click. But over here, you will see that there is
Okay.
one of two.
Got it.
So over here, it is showing. But there is one more thing. If right now I have checked my simple speaker product as default,
Yeah.
if I go ahead and change my simple speaker product, which I have chosen as default, if I remove this as selected, so now it will not show as selected like this. And if I go ahead and again, if I take my product, home theater system, you see my simple speaker is not showing anything as selected. This is not active. But if I go and check, I'm still able to check it and select my products.
Yeah.
So over here, I cannot select, but I can select it from here. So what it happens like this is only two. If there are more over here, so you cannot skip. Like if there is speaker, lighting, and then there is one more, or say two, three, four more, so that I cannot go from first to the last. I need to go one by one. So this is designed in a way that we or the sales representative do not miss any product in between.
Okay.
That is the basic for which they are assigned in designed in that way. So this is for this. Now the last one says option selection method. So in option selection method, it is click and then there is one more option add. So over here, I'll shift to my smartwatch product. So here's option selection method is click and add. So if I choose click and if I choose add, that means that there is a difference. So whatever option selection method is available over here, the same method is available if I go on to my features. So I will explain you over here only because you have a better clarity with home theater. So I don't want you to get confused. So I will open my features, which is speaker. So I'm choosing speaker because there are three products under it. So over here, right now on option selection method, it is click. So I will
Yeah.
change it to from click to add. First, we will see how click appears. So click is like this one. We are able to click
Okay.
on any product. So this is a click action. Now, if I change from click to add over here, and for wizard, I will choose from wizard to sections.
Okay.
So when I click to from click to add, I'll again go back and add the product once again and select it. So you will see that it is showing
I
add
got it.
options, which
Okay.
means when I select add, I can choose one and either I can select and add more or I can add on. So if I click select and add more, I can choose this one and I will. So over here, I can only choose one product. So it is not allowing me to do add another product. But what is the main purpose of adding and selecting? I can, when I add a product, if I'm adding, say, one product twice, it will create two separate lines. So if I go over here under speaker, so this is my feature, right? If I choose to remove this, so now I have only minimum option as one, maximum options I have removed it. So I will again go back and show you the difference. So if I go and select it, now you see adding options.
Yeah.
So hopefully it should now, yes. So if I select and add, So now you see it is from dropped from radio button, it is showing this button. So if I have added two, so you will see that it is creating two lines. But if I remove this and add one more option, if I choose to select speakers only, the same set of speakers, so it will create two separate lines.
Yeah, got it.
But when if I go and change it to click, then what happens?
It's just like it will show radio button.
Yes, it will show a radio button, but then there will be a difference. So if I have chosen click over here, so radio button it only shows when we are restricting the product quantity to one. But now when I
Oh,
have chosen the select click option,
it will
and
show
if I
the
go to,
checkboxes, right?
it will show the check boxes. So right now it is showing check boxes.
Checkbox.
But if I go and select this one, so my quantity is logged. Okay. So I can select this product. So earlier what I have done, I had selected the same product twice. So it was showing two different rows. But when I go and do checkbox, so what I need to do, I think I need to edit my quantity. So it is on feature. So now I have edited the quantity. So when I choose this, I can edit the quantity. And when I click on save, you will see that it is showing two quantities. But if I go and make the changes for this some add, you will see two separate lines. It will not show one line, it will show two separate lines if I have add as a variant over here. So right now it shows only one line, but the quantity is two,
Two.
right?
Okay.
But
Yeah.
now if I go and select my product and I have add option, so will select and add more, and I will select and add more. So I have two rows separate. I'll add the lighting as well. Now when I click on save, so you will see that it is showing two separate lines
Yes.
instead of comparison to one. So that is the basic difference when we do click and add. Now there is one more thing which we need to focus on. I have option selection method on my product, and I have option selection method on my features as well. So this is my feature. I have option selection method over here as well.
Yeah.
So over here on the product level, I have taken the option selection method as add. And now I will go on to my feature and I will choose my option selection method to be click, and I will click on save. So on my feature, the option selection method is click, but
Click.
on my product, it is add. Now when I go to add my product over here, so whatever we are selecting at feature level, it will override what we have at the product level. So when I
Okay.
select it over here, it will not show add, it will show as
Click. Okay.
click.
Feature has the higher advantages
But if you see for lighting, it is showing add option.
because
So
for the lightning we didn't change anything for the feature.
yes, on speaker we have done click. So it will override whatever we have selected at the product level.
Okay.
So this is what we have for option layout. Now we would be looking at a section which is attributes I wanted to cover, but it is almost time. Okay, so we will cover the attributes later, probably on
Okay.
Monday, because it will take another 1 hour. Okay, it's not a problem. We'll cover that on Monday. I
Okay.
hope this is being clear to you.
Yeah,
These four.
yeah, this one's like it's much more clear now compared to like
Okay,
last two classes. Yeah.
and make sure that you are going through the trailhead learning which I had shared
Yeah,
earlier.
I'll do it on this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah. This is a product I created as a mobile phone. So, and these are the options I gave: Android 9, 10, and 11. And this is features in gestures navigation. I just gave these three gestures navigation
Okay.
features. And in WhatsApp, it's a blank, and I didn't add anything in the WhatsApp. So when I
Okay.
go to the code, I click this edit lines. Next. It's coming like this. When I selected these two and click on this save, it is showing us too few options selected in WhatsApp.
Yeah. So there are, because there are no options under WhatsApp. That is why it is showing. So there has to be some, when you are creating a feature, it cannot be blank.
Okay, there should
There
be
has to
something.
be an option. Yes, there has to be something, and
Okay.
it needs to be selected when you are going through.
Okay. And one more thing, like if I click this gesture navigation, it is showing me here mobile phone. Like the mobile phone is a product, right? In that mobile phone, the feature is gesture navigation. It doesn't show the
Yes.
option like Android 9, 10, and 11, right?
No, so over here it will not show.
Okay. Okay, got it. That's the one doubt I have there.
Okay, so
And
now
I created the one product as an Android 9, and I just gave these features in Justice Navigation and Digital Wellbeing, and these three features I added in this Android 9. So if I go to the code and add these things, so I can like under the mobile phone, the Android 9, and under the Android 9, and these three features are there. So it will also show these three features. Can I see in the Android 9 or like only in the mobile phone?
under Android 9, because the features are under Android 9, right? So you
Okay,
will be
I
see,
can
able to
see
see
that
it under
is
that.
okay. But just a second, I'll just delete this one. So if I click this Android 9, it will show me the features or
Yes, so the Android 9 product, when you are selecting it,
okay.
so before you land up on this page, at that time you would be able to see it.
Before, so can I go back again? Okay. Here I need to give mobile phone, right? Or like Android.
No, Android 9, not mobile
Android.
phone.
Okay.
The features are under Android 9, right? So you have not,
Yeah, I didn't give that.
why it is not showing, because you have not selected the price for that.
Yeah, yeah.
That is why it is
So-
not showing.
but I gave this price book as well. It's $200 for Android 9.
Then why it is not showing?
It is showing only 10 and 11. I think I didn't make it active. It is active only, everything is there.
Something is missing. That is why because it should be showing otherwise. Not sure why it is not showing. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll check on that and then I'll get
Okay.
back to you why what you have missed it on it, why it is not showing.
Okay.
Still you have checked on active. So we would
Okay.
be starting with today's session now.
Yeah.
So if you can stop sharing, so I'll start sharing my screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Start today. So we will be starting today with products attribute.
Okay. Sure.
So what does it mean to bundles only? But then there
Okay.
are attributes for a product which has nothing to do with the bundle. Say, for example, you are buying clothes.
Yeah.
So there are attributes related to the clothes like size and color.
Yeah.
So it does not impact the bundle, but it provides variety to the product which you are buying. So I will be sharing you a Trailhead module link as we have done for bundle configuration. So
Okay.
this we will do, like, this is for you to practice and you will be able to learn how we need to create attributes on that.
Okay.
So in today's session, like, there has already been a recap, like we have done creating products, bundles, features, product options.
Yeah.
Now there will be attributes which has nothing to do with the bundles, but it enhances the value of a product.
Okay.
So in today's agenda, we would be learning about configuration attributes, inline attributes, and global attributes. So there are
Global
attributes
application.
of three types. We would be seeing how we can define them and configure those attributes.
Okay.
So configuration attributes is like we are collecting additional information from the users, what product or what type of product they are looking for. Say, for example, color and size. So color and
Okay.
size is a generic attributes.
Yeah.
It can apply to clothes. It can apply to, like, color can apply to various things. Like if you're buying,
Yeah.
say, for
Car.
advantage,
Car.
if you have
Bike.
like uh, the home
Car.
theater
Bike.
system, so it
Phone.
can be of a
Yeah.
black color, it can be of a red color, it can be of white color or any other color.
Yeah.
Size can be dependent on, say, clothes. Then there are bags. Then there are other things, like it could be, say, bed sheets. Then there are size could also be for in case for utensils. So on and so forth. So wherever it is applicable, we can use it there. So what it says is, when we are creating a configuration attributes, it is associated to the bundle itself and can be cascaded to the product options as well. So the smartwatch product which we are seeing, so we will see that there are couple of attributes related. So I have differentiated like based on inches. So it is a 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, so on and so forth. Dial
Like for
shape could be, yeah,
yeah, for example, like attributes are like outside ones and the bundles are like inside parts.
yes,
Like if you go
yeah,
for the smartwatch, the bundles are like what's the
related to the
uh,
product.
related to the product, right? Okay. Okay.
And
The attributes are like
attributes
charger,
will
the
be
charger
attributes
also
will
will
be
come for
related to the
appearance. Okay.
appearance of that product. So
Okay.
if I'm buying a watch, I can buy a watch which has 2 inch dial, I can buy a watch which has 3 inch dial. So it only
Okay.
changes the appearance. Then the dial shape, it could be square, rectangle, circle, oval, whatever you feel like. Then
Okay.
watch
Got
bands. So if I want to buy a watch band which should have a leather strap, I can have that. If I want a watch band should be of titanium, I can have that. If I
It's
watch a watch band should be of rubber, I can have that.
it's like a customization type, right? Which
Yes,
size I need with,
customization.
yeah, customization. Okay, got it.
So we have a use case over here wherein we will be seeing on the smartwatch how we would be creating it.
Okay.
So it is only the text part. I'll take you on my application. So this is how my smartwatch product looks over here. I'll just zoom in further to see it is clear. It should be clearly visible to you. Okay. So now earlier we have seen creating a product. So all the fields which are there. Then we have gone to see the product like price books. I have marked the price book. If I don't have a price book, our product will not show. Then we have seen the features part of it, and then we have seen the options part of it. So today we would be learning about configuration attributes. So once for contribution attributes, whatever first what I need to do is I need to click on this setup icon.
Okay.
So once I click on this, you will get a drop down. Click on the setup, and over here you will have a home page. You need to click on Object Manager. So once you click on Object Manager, what you need to do, you need to type over here, which is product option, and you need to click on product option. So once I click on it, a new page will open up. So over here we have seen that it says values can be cascaded to all product options within the bundle. So over here that is what we are doing. So once I have my product option, what I'll do is right now I see this page. So under this product option, I need to click on fields and relationships. Now once I've clicked on fields and relationship, what I will do, I will create a new field. So over here, what I am looking for is I want to have a configuration attribute which is for watch bands, because
No.
I want the users to select whatever watch band, whatever style of watch band they want, they can select as per as per their requirement. So what I will do is over here, I'll go and click on new. So once I click on new, you will see it's asking to choose a data type. So I will choose pick list because there will be multiple values over here. So I've chosen pick list, and then I'll go and click on next. So I've already created the field, but I'll show how we need to do
Yeah.
that. So this will called a field label. So whatever field label I want, like I want to watch band, so this will come, and then I want to enter values. So say for example, I want to differentiate watch band with say three types. Say rubber strap, then it should be strap for steel.
And silicon straps.
Yeah, silicone straps you can have, and you have a leather strap. So this I have done. Now rest of the fields you can leave it as is. You don't need to mark checkbox anything, and you need to click on next. So once you click on next, you will see a page like this. You don't need to do anything, any changes over here. You just need to go and click on next. So once you click on next, you just need to click on save. So right now I have already created, so I will not hit save. I will show the field what I have created for you. So over here I will go and search for watch bands. So this is the field I have created, watch bands, and I have three options over here, which is watch band, rubber watch band, and leather watch bands. This is one field I have created. Now what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll create the same field on the other. So right now I'm on product option. I need to again go ahead and I'll close this. So what I will do, I'll duplicate this field, this particular tab. And right now I'm on product option. I'll click on object manager, and over here I will type quote line, and then I'll select quote lines. and I'll go to field and relationships. What field object I have created over here? Watch
Watchman.
band. This one. I need to make sure that I have to create the same field over here as well. And you also need to ensure the API name. So this is auto populated.
Okay.
So it should be the same at both the places. So I have already created over here for you. So I'll just open it up, search for you and show it to you. So you will see my field label, my field name and my API name is both this, like all three are same. And they have the same pick list values. Is
Yeah.
it clear up till here?
Yeah, and one more doubt, like why we are separately creating fields and relationship? Because like when we are creating the products and the features and the bundle, we didn't go to these field and relationships, right? Why we are going for the attributes like the product and the code line?
Okay, so whenever we have to create an attribute, this is like a if we do not create an attribute over here,
Okay,
we will not be able to see. So, say for example, if you go and buy t-shirts, so if they do not have any size or they don't have any color, how you will not be able to differentiate which one you want to buy. Every product, if you pick any product, it will every product will show a t-shirt, but you will not be able to filter it with sizes. So we need to
okay.
create a field in field and relationships. Only then you will be able to see the impact of whatever we are doing it over here when we are selecting the products.
And
So
one more
once we
thing, like
have created
mm,
identical fields under product option and under quote lines, after that what we need to do, I'll again duplicate it and then I'll click on over here. I'll go to configuration attribute. So once I am on the configuration attribute, what I need to do is I need to click on fields and relationships. And then over here, I need to search a field which says target field. Now, when we are on the target field, I need to add the value, the field which I have created over here, which is watch bands. So I have created watch bands on both product options and quote lines. I need to copy the name of watch bands, go on to my target field, and I need to add it under the pick list. So how do we add it? I just need to click on new and you will see a box over here and you need to paste it. So you need to paste the API name. So once you paste the API name, you will see there are two options over here, which is a configuration attribute and the global attribute. So we need to select which one to choose. Now, what is the difference between configuration attribute and a global attribute? Global attribute will be an attribute which can be used multiple instances with multiple products. So I was talking about color. So color you can associate it with clothes. You can associate color with bags. You can associate color with speakers. So it is like a global attribute. I can apply the same attribute to different products,
okay,
but I cannot apply the watch band to all the products, right? It will
yeah,
be only restricted to watches. So I will select it as configuration attribute rather than global attribute.
okay.
So I have already added this. So then I don't need to add it once again over here. Now what we need to do the next. So right now, this is my product. I need to click the drop down which is next to more. And you will see a value which says configuration attributes. And I'll select open it up. So right now I have already have these attributes over here. I'll click all. So you'll see color is my global attribute All the rest is my configuration attributes. So I will
Hmm.
be creating one more attribute over here, which is watch band. So what I'll do, click on new, and I need to select configuration attribute and not the global. And then I'll click on next. So on which product I'm applying my attribute? So I'm applying it to smartwatch.
Okay.
Row number is like it is in the order. So I will say I'll take row number 20. Attribute name, what attribute I have created. So I have created the attribute which is watch band. Band or bands. Watch bands. Watch bands. Now over here, this is the target field. So if we do not go on configuration attribute and update my field over here, I will not be able to see from where it is picking the value. So this is very
Okay.
important. You need to choose watch bands over here. Only then it will store or pick the value of this particular
From that
attribute.
one. Okay, got it.
Now I have done this. And then there is one more thing over here. So over here you have a feature button. So I can
Yeah.
choose a feature. So where I want this watch band to display. If I choose my feature, it will display under the feature. If I don't choose it, it will show above the feature.
Okay.
Okay. So right now I will choose the feature. So I've chosen my feature, which is watch bands over here. And then if I click save, it will show it. So once I click on save, so I've gone here under more, and I have opened the configuration attributes. The same thing you can do if you are on the products as well. So if I go into the product and smartwatch, so there are options for configuration attributes. So right now you can see watch bands over here.
Yeah.
The same
Why
thing you
can't
can do from here as well.
yeah, that's why I'm asking. Why can't we add it from here only? Like the previously we added that options and everything here only, right?
Yeah, we can add it from here. Like there are two ways. Either you go to add from here, or you can add it
Okay.
from here. Either ways you
Okay.
can do
Yeah.
that.
Okay. But the things only for the attributes we need to go to the product quote line and the target attributes,
Yes,
and we
yes.
need to take it out. It's okay. Got it.
So now once I have added my watch band over here, if I go to my quote lines, so right now I will click on remove, and now I will add my product. So you will see my watch band is coming under my feature, which is a watch band feature.
Okay.
And if I choose this, it does not gives me any option, but I have an option to add the products. Okay. So this is the same thing like I have created for location. So I have created a what you say an attribute location, and I have placed it under charging options.
Okay.
The results which you see for location when you select the region, it is for like getting. So there is a role like product rule defined. That product rule we see later.
Okay. And this rubber band, like it's already if you click that once and this one, the watch straps will pop up, right?
So this is a feature. Sorry, this is an attribute which I have created.
Yeah.
So it only shows like the products over here. So
Okay.
if you select this and the product over here, it will show leather watch band, and then it will go selected. So these are
Okay.
two different types of attributes which I have created. So one attributes come over here, which is at a feature level, and then we will learn how we are creating these two attributes. So meanwhile I'll remove this. So what I'll go to, in order to remove it, I'll just remove it from my configuration over here. So from my configuration tab, I'll go on to watch bands and I'll delete it. So once I delete this configuration attribute, I'll no longer be able to see it over here. So if I click on cancel, and if I again choose my product, you will see the watch bands, the feature is not coming over here. The attribute basically is not coming over there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we are done with configuration attributes, wherein we are creating the attributes and we are displaying it under a feature action. Now we would be learning of inline attributes, how we go for inline attributes. Attributes is an attribute. It is the same creation, like how do we create an attribute. All the process steps are same, like it is used for collect specific data to a product option. So right now when we created a watch band which was under a feature, so we were creating uh, like it was implied to the products which were there. But when we create inline attribute, it will be specific to that product option only, and the display like attributes will be displayed for all the product options within the particular feature. So it could not happen that it will not display for one product and it will display for others. It will display for all of them.
No, I didn't get like inline attributes.
Okay.
Could you please elaborate it?
So these two are my inline attributes which I have created. So if I whatever product I add it over here, no matter if there are 10 products. So right now there is only watch straps. If there are 10 different types of products
Yeah.
under watch bands, say for example, if I have to show it to you, consider it as a clothing line, like a where you go and buy clothes. So if you have clothes like t-shirt, then jeans, then shirt, and then you have other products which are not clothes like bags and jewelry and perfumes. So whatever inline attributes you have created, be it only specific to clothes, but it will also show for other products which it is not capturing any data regarding it. So we need to make sure that for which product we need to have an inline attribute, and for which product we should be only creating a attribute which is at a feature level.
No, one more doubt. Like you said, like if you're selecting inline attribute, then the things like it will show for every product, right?
Yes,
Then
it
it
will
would
show
be
for
like a
every product.
yeah. Then it would be like a waste of data only, right? If you're going for the like a jeans, for the jeans only we need the color or like the size.
Yes,
If
but
you
if
go
you
for
have a
the
jewelry, but if you
yeah,
have a
if you have
jewelry, and then you don't
jewelry,
need color and size.
yeah, color and size. So if it is show for
Yes,
jewelry
so
and
we
for the
need to
jeans,
place the products in a proper way so that it
okay.
does not shows misleading data, or it should not ask the data which is not appropriate to the product.
So that's why we are using inline
Yes,
attributes.
yes. So
Okay.
we are configuring. So when we are configuring the product, or when we are configuring the attribute, so it should be in such a way that it should be asking appropriate information about the product, and should not be asking the same information for every product.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. So the steps for creating it is the same. We need to go to have the way we created it for product option. Sorry, the way we created for watch bands, we need to create it for the other two as well. So we would be going and creating over here. So we created watch bands under product option. We have created it over here. So we need to create the choice of straps as well. So now I have pulled. So over here, okay, it's not there. So right now I'm to search in port line. So under port line, feed elder relationships. So what I have done over here is I have created one more field which is choice of straps. So over here also in product option we already have a watch band. So under watch band what we had, it had steel, rubber and leather. Now you will see what I have done and gone ahead. So I have pulled a field which says choice of strap. So under choice of strap, what do we have? So it is the same way we need to create it over here. And then I have done as, so first, uh, like under steel, I have taken, so I have created such a long list over here. So it is
Okay.
titanium, chrome, steel, then there is red color, blue color, yellow, then there is leather, types of leather. So the same field which I have created under product option, the same field with same details I have created under port lines as well. Is it clear up till here?
Yeah, the quote line and the product should be the same,
Option.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
they should have
It's just
identical fields. If
okay.
any
Okay.
of the details is missing over here, then it will
Okay.
not work properly. So I have done this. Then on the target field under configuration attribute, I have added the choice of straps over here.
Okay.
So we just need to click on new and add the choice of straps. So now what I have done next is I'll go back to my product option under field and relationship. You will see a button which says field dependencies. So I will click on this field dependency and you will see that there is a controlling field and a dependent field. So I'll click on edit to show you how it works. So what basically I have done over here is, so under watch bands, when you will select steel watch band, choice of strap will only show three options, which is titanium, chrome, and steel.
Okay.
When you select rubber watch band, it will show only color ones, which is red, blue, green, whatever. When you select leather watch band, it will show the leather ones. So this is a watch band is a controlling field. It is controlling what the choice of strap field should show as a value. So we'll see it in action over here.
Like we need to click include value and exclude value like that.
Yes.
It is
Yeah.
showing.
Yes. So we need to just select it. So from the drop down,
Okay. Edit.
whatever we select over here. So right now I have selected titanium, chrome, and steel. If I select green color and click on includes value, so now it will show green color under this also. But I don't want that. I only want it
Okay.
to show that ways. So now once we have done this, again we need to go back to my configuration attributes, which are under Salesforce CPQ, and I need to add my attributes. So I can add it from here, or I can go onto the product and I can add it from here.
Okay.
So now when I have added my product from here, what I have done is I want it to, we can add it like if you want to show or like it is a required one or not required one, we can leave it as it is. So now when I go onto my code and if I click on cancel and click my product over here, so it will show when I select my product. So I've selected three products for watch straps. So there could be a scenario wherein a person is buying one watch, but they
Yeah.
want different types of straps. So one strap they can buy, like if they buy steel one, you will see under choice of strap, it will only show titanium, chrome, and steel.
Okay.
So I'll choose chrome. The next band what I want a rubber one, and I'll choose it as orange color. And then I want a leather band, and I can choose it as whatever leather I want. So this is the one. I am buying one watch, but I am buying straps of three different types.
Yeah.
So this is my inline attributes, which is dependent upon the product which I am buying. Now, if you change it, like for if you go for, if your product is say internet provider, you created a product, right?
Yeah.
Now, if a person is buying an internet service provider, and if he chooses to buy the internet services with a data of 200 GB on a monthly basis, so he can choose 200 GB from here. So you can choose like data, whatever 200 GB. Now he wants, say, with the data, he also wants phone line connection. So phone line connection with a talk time of whatever minutes. So
Okay.
this is how he can configure. So we have seen the inline attributes. We have seen the configuration attribute which falls under the
Watchman.
feature over here under the feature. Now
Yeah. I
you will
got
see
it.
that there are some attributes which are at the top of my product. So if I am selecting creating my configuration attribute, and when I go over here, so which one is this? Watch dial this size. So I don't want my watch dial size to be specific. So it is a generic one. So if I don't choose a feature over here, it will be shown at a top. So I want my
Mm.
users to choose if they want the dial size. I don't want it to be under my feature over here. So that is why I
Yeah.
have not chosen feature under my configuration attribute.
Okay.
Same applies for dial shape.
Except the feature,
Is
the
it?
other things is as same, right? For to creating the
Yes,
watch dialysis, I need to go to the product and the quote line, and they should be identical.
yes,
And after that, I need
yes,
to go to configure attributes, right?
yes. So after that, you need to go to configuration attributes. Under
Okay.
target field, you need to add them as values. You need to create your fields on product option and quote lines.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good.
And
So
then
actually,
what you need to
attributes
do
plays a major role. Like,
next, yes.
okay.
And then you need to come to your Salesforce CPQ. You can create your configuration attributes from over here, or you can create your configuration attributes from over here.
Okay.
Now we will be seeing the configuration attribute which is for global ones. So what the
Okay.
difference it is making if I have a global, that we will see over here. So it says global attributes allows us to define reusable set of attributes. So we can use the same attribute which we have created again and again with different products, different product options. So if I have a color, I can use it with bags, I can use it with clothes, I can use it with a home theater as well. And same applies for size. Size can be used with clothes, bags, utensils, maybe any other product as well. So those are the things. So it says size, color, pattern, dress material can be reused across different clothing product options like t-shirts, shirts, dress, jackets. So this is the way we could have. So these are like the ones which I was able to identify. So how do we create a global attribute? So when we have to create a global attribute, we will be only creating a field under product options. We do not go and create the field under quote line.
Okay.
So when we have to create a field, so what we will do? So it will be only under color
Product
or
option. Okay.
size. So if I choose size maybe. So it is only under over here. It will not be on the code line. So we'll close this up. And whatever we are creating the field over here, we need to make sure that we are adding the field on our configuration
Configuration.
attributes under target field.
Okay.
So this step talks the same thing. It says add the API into the custom target field quick list, navigate to Salesforce CPQ, go to configuration, global attribute, and navigate to attribute set. Okay, this is the different part. So once we have created my field over here, I've created my field under product option. I've created my added my field on the target field. After that, what I need to do is I'll come back on my Salesforce CPQ part. And then what I will do is I will create a global attribute field. So I've already created one. So I'll just delete it and show it to you again how it needs to be created. So we'll click on new, and now I'll choose global attributes
Okay.
and click on next. So over here it will ask me color. So I need to give the proper name. So it is color only. And then I need to choose the target field. So from here I will select the target field and click
Okay.
on save. So now my global attribute is created.
Okay. And target
What I
field
need
is
to
like 1 minute, Vinay, and the target field is like system generated, right?
So target field is over here. When you
Yeah,
will
yeah,
update the API name, then
yeah.
only
That
you will be able to see it on the drop down.
yeah, that one is like system generated, right? That underscore C.
Yes, that is system generated.
Okay,
This
okay,
is
yeah.
the
If we
API
have
name.
like yeah, two names of the same like two same names, and it would be like a different. Uh, the system automatically generates a different names, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So now, once we have done this, what we need to do is I need to go and to click on more, the drop down next to it, and then I need to click on attribute sets. So over here, I have created one attribute which is for clothing. So how do we create it? Just click on new and you need to type the name. So whatever attribute sets you wish to type. So
Okay.
right now I am doing it for clothes. So I have taken clothing attribute sets. So this is how it looks. Then I need to click it open. So you will see we updated the name. And then we need to click on related. So under related, you will see attribute items and product attributes. Are you able to follow up till here?
Yeah.
Now what we need to do is I'll go on to attribute items. I'll click on new configuration attribute. So it is color, the configuration of attribute which I have created. And now I will choose the sequence. So sequence is like a number on which sequence it should be displayed. So I'll
Yeah.
choose 10 and click on save. So you will see my attribute items is created.
What
Now
is the difference between
I have,
attribute item and the product attribute sets?
okay. So attribute items, it will be how many types it will be showing over there. Like if you choose color, so it is what type of color it is there. It will show over there.
What type of color? Okay.
Yeah. Now over here, I have product attributes sets, one field. So which means I am aligning the configuration attribute, the global attribute which I have created to which product. So once you click on new, you can select the product option. So over here, I will choose, say, it is already done. I don't know if I've created the product option. So I'll create one more. So configured SKU would be my main product. So I have my main product over here, and then optional SKU I will create it as. So I'm creating my new product, which is bag, active product family. I choose consumable. Then I click on save. Quantity is fine. And sequence will be 30. Okay, so this I have done. Now I have one more. So whenever we are creating the attribute sets and product attribute sets from here, so if you will click on new, so you need to give number over here instead of the name. So that is you may not be able to remember the number. So for that, what you can do is you can go over here under the product, and from the product you can go ahead and create the, what do you say, product attributes set. So how do we do that?
It's little bit confusing about these product
Yes, yeah, yeah.
which
I'll just refresh this page. So I will show you how it actually looks like when we are
okay, okay.
going ahead
Yeah.
and showing in.
Till before the inline attributes, it's clear, but when we came
Hmm.
to the global attributes, like it's little bit like
Yeah, okay. So we have our product options over here. So I have so many product options over here. Okay, no, I'm looking at a different product altogether where we have created. So it is not this product I'm talking about.
okay,
I'm talking about a product which is this one. So you have my product options over here. So once you have created a configuration attribute global one, so instead of going from product attributes sets under the attribute set, what we need to do is we can go from my options over here as well. So if I open my product option and I can go on to related, and you will see product attribute sets over here. So
okay,
this will be showing the number directly. So you don't need to search for numbers. Attribute sets you can easily look for clothing, and then it will show the sequence. You can save it. So this is how it will be looking. So now I will show you how it looks. I will check for UX. I'll just refresh it once. So it is showing over here. For bags, it is showing. And if I go for t-shirt, it is showing t-shirt. Okay, so I'll just move over here. So right now we have discussed is steps to create. So we created the custom field for color under product options. Then we added the API name of color under target field pick list. Then we have moved to Salesforce CPQ. We went to configuration attribute and we clicked and created a new global attribute. After that, we again went to attribute sets. We clicked in and we created a descriptive name. So this is attribute sets and product attribute. We can also create attribute items and product attribute sets from the product. Now
Yeah.
if you go to the second slide, this is how it will look. So global attributes are color and size. So this is we are creating at the first level.
Okay.
Then attribute items, then attribute sets. So attribute set is like how many types of colors and sizes are available. So size could be small, medium, large, double XL, all those types. Same goes for color: red, blue, green, orange, blue, black. Then attribute items will be there depending upon the color and the size, how many items are available.
Okay.
And then these are the product attribute side sets, which is allocated to all the types of product options which are there.
Like what are the product attribute sets?
So the
It
attribute
is.
sets which we have created
Okay.
for color and size, so there are, if I have one color, red, so it is available in small size also, medium size, large size, XL size. So this is one attribute set. Then
Okay.
orange color, it is also in four sizes. So all those product attribute sets applies to all the product options. So it applies to t-shirt as well, shirt, dress, jackets, and any other option which you can think of. So if I go back over here onto my wardrobe, and if when I go and I'll close this and click on save, and now I will add another product onto that. So it is taking a, yeah. So now I will add the product which is, so under wardrobe you will see there are two products which is quantity necklace. Okay, bags it is not showing because I didn't create the price for that. I think I need to refresh. It might work. It's showing the previous entries. Okay, so now it is showing all of the thing. So you'll see it shows t-shirt, and then you will see a drop down over here.
Yeah.
So in the previous ones, you will not see the drop down. So I'll show it to you when we added the other products as well. So if I choose on t-shirt, it says configure. Okay, so it is. Now if I go, when I select this drop down, I can choose the color. So this is my global one. I can choose the color for necklace also. It will, so once we have a global and inline, it will show for all the products which are there under the same option. So even if probably the color or size, if I pick up the size over here as well, it might not be in like the necklace will not need a, maybe it needs a color but does not need a size. So we need to place our products in a way that we should not be asking for irrelevant information for a product. So this is what it is. And then if we have a bag as well, so we have a color for bag which we can choose. Now if I say click on save, looks like okay. So we need to configure it. So we cannot miss out on the products. Some of the options require follow from. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .. . . . . .. .. .. .. ... ... ... .... Everything so it's what some or all options require further look for configuration icon next to. No, I don't. Does not require. This product has no options and configurations. To add this product, add option or change not to be type not to be required. Okay. So what I have selected over here, it is. It is not required. Why it is coming? If I don't choose it, then what happens? Okay. Now if I add another product wherein I have the inline, so you will see that it will not be able to find a drop down against the product name which we were able to see when we select the when we have global attributes in place. So this is how my
Okay.
inline will look. So it does not has any drop down to select. So inline will have a drop down under the product name. Sorry, global will have it under the product name. Inline will be parallel to the code lines. If I have a attribute which applies to all the products under
Okay.
the particular feature, I can put it over here under the feature. If my attribute applies to all the products irrespective of the feature, I can put it over here. So this is how
Yeah.
like we design in a way that it brings up a like good user experience. So this, so over here what my user is buying, it is buying a watch with a 1 dial inch square shape with a strap for
Rubber
rubber
watch
band
band and yellow color.
in yellow color, and this is like charging option, so this will ignore it for the moment,
Okay.
and then we click on save. So this is how it will look like. So this is all for attributes which we have over here.
Yeah. Got it.
So what you can practice is you can go. So today we would be learning about guided selling. So what does
Mm.
guided selling means? Wherein if any buyer is coming on my website to buy a product, or
Okay.
if you like if you have observed, if you go on to Amazon, or so there are products like n number of products are there, but if you choose to buy say home appliances, then it will list down what are home appliances are available, like it could be washing machines, refrigerators, dishwashers, and all those stuffs. So if you are selecting, like if you express the interest that you are looking to buy washing machine, then it will show the products available for washing machines only. It will not show any other product.
Yeah, like
Same
filter type,
happens
right?
if you're, yes, so if same happens if you are going to buy clothes. So on online shopping, so if you select that you are looking to buy clothes for men's, then it will provide you with option for men's only. And then if
Yeah.
you select the size say 40, then it will show the products which are there for 40 size only, and then you can filter down like you want to buy shirt, t-shirt, trouser, whatever. So this
Yeah.
is like guided selling, wherein the companies are guiding the user to the right product.
Okay.
So this we can create when we are creating our product catalog and CPQ. So we would be seeing what is guided selling, how it impacts, what is the use case, and how do we configure it.
Mm.
So guided selling means it says that the sales representatives do not only sell, but they are guiding the customer in selecting the right products to buy. So at times, the users may are looking to buy a product, but they are not sure what product to buy. So it could be a scenario wherein you are looking to buy a television set, but you do not know, like, if you want to buy with what features, or maybe with what size you are looking to buy. What could be the, is it should be a flat screen, or a normal PC, normal television set. So all those are like when you go onto a website or an online
Yeah, yeah, I know
buying
that
store,
one.
so
Yes,
they are asking questions from the user so that they can refine the search based on
yeah,
the answers received.
mm,
So
yeah, yeah,
this
because
is
like
a guided selling thing.
I know that one because I'm working there only. Like here, I'm doing a part-time job there.
Yes.
So
So
yeah, I
based
know
on
that.
the
Like
responses which you are receiving from the customers, you are guiding your customer to only that section of the product line or only those products. And you are not confusing him with all the products which are available. So that is a guided selling which we are doing.
yeah,
So over here, this is a diagrammatic view of how the guided selling looks. So it prompts with targeted questions to the buyer. So, like as you said that you are already working in a store. So
yeah,
if any customer who walks in, so you would be asking what product he is looking for. If he says that he is looking for Apple watches, you will guide him to a section where only Apple watches are kept. You will not
yeah,
take him to a section which is like selling some other products. So that is the answer. So if the customer says I am looking for Apple watches, you will take him to a section where only Apple watches and are kept. Now you would be asking him further questions, like what Apple watches, for what series they are looking for. If it is looking for series 5, 6, 7, or what configuration, or what. So if he says that I am looking for a latest one, which is series 7 maybe, then you are suggesting the products which are only for Apple Watch series 7. So once
yeah,
you click on suggest, then the CPQ will show all the products which are there depending upon matching the responses. And once you are getting the responses from the customers and you are making the suggestions to the customers, based on that suggestions, you keep those suggestions intact, and it helps in understanding the companies, the buying behavior of a customer. So if you are going into Amazon and you are buying a similar kind of clothes, like you are always buying clothes. So next time when you log in into your Amazon account, you will have recommendations for clothes only.
yeah,
So that is, they are understanding the buying behavior of the customer based on the guided selling experience. And then they are recommending the same product to the customers all over again and again. If you choose to buy another product, then you have recommendation coming from that other product line as well.
yeah. That's correct.
Any doubts or questions up till here?
Ah, no, these are clear.
Okay. So guided selling has three components, that is the code process, the process input, and then process input conditions. So this is how we are designing the guided selling in a Salesforce CPQ. So the code process is, it defines how the prompt appears, like it defines how the question will appear, to like how the user will see it, what questions will come up. So if there is a product catalog which has thousands of product, and once the users go and click on the product catalog, the product there will be a questionnaire which says which product you are looking for, products from which product family you are looking for. So that is the prompt which appears to the user, and based on that selection answers, then we have process inputs. So these are the questions and possible answers that the guided selling prompt shows. So there will be questions from the drop down, and the answer, like questions will be there, and the answers will be there on the drop down. So the whatever the user chooses, based on that, further questions will come up. So if the user selects that I am looking for to buy clothes, then the next question would be, you are looking to buy clothes for whom, like if it is for men's, women, kids, children. Then if they select that I am looking to buy clothes for children, then they will be asking for which age group. But if you choose to select if I am looking to buy clothes for men, then they will not ask which age group, they will ask the size. So that is the difference in asking correct questions or appropriate questions to refine the search.
Okay. And could you please explain the code process? The code process is like
So code
to
processes, we are creating a guided selling process over here.
okay.
So when we create the process, once the user lands up on the product catalog, he will receive a prompt to show how he can refine the search. So once, say for example, when you log in into mm, there's a shopping application, Hopscotch. So if you log in into that, or if you go on to Nike or Adidas also, if you log in into their application, you will see it says buy products, like
Yeah.
products, and then if you click on that, it says men's, women's, kids, and children. So that is the code process which they have.
Okay.
And if you click on men, then they will ask further questions like sportswear, shoes, accessories. So that is the process input wherein they are asking questions.
Okay.
And if you select, like if I'm looking for sportswear, so then they will ask further questions. Under sportswear, if you are looking for only shoes, or if you are looking for like the dress for that, or are you looking for socks or whatever the product line they may have. So
Okay.
process input conditions are like there could be conditions based on the guided select prompt. Only shows the process input in response of the process input. So whatever response we get, my process input conditions will be based on that. So it helps us to create complex guided selling prompt, and which could like drill down to the basic level of the products which are there.
Like, could you please
And
give
it
an
is only
example?
augmented by showing required questions.
Okay. Could you please tell example for the process input conditions? Like,
Yes, yeah.
it
So I
will
will be
show.
like I will be showing you how we create that. So
Okay.
I will give you one more example. Say if you are going to buy a washing machine online. So once you
Yeah.
select the washing machine, the next question, probable question would be if you are looking for an energy saving or 5-star rating,
And
or
front load
it
and
could
top
be
load as
based
well.
on like automatic or semi-automatic, or if it is like based on company, which company you are looking for. So those are all questions.
Yeah.
Based on that, they can refine the search and suggest the products based on the requirement of the customer. So that is guided selling.
Okay.
So in the use case, so what we are doing it, we want the sales team to have the ability to understand what type of products the customers are interested in based on the answers we want to ask. So like if you go to buy, if I have a product, company has a product line of hardware, software, services, support. So if they are selling laptops or desktops, so there could be options for hardware, software. So if you go on to buy Dell laptops online, there could be options for hardware, software, services. Like if you are only looking for maintenance or support, consumables, like you only want keypad, or if you want a charger, and miscellaneous could be warranty and stuffs. So if I am choosing hardware, so I should only be getting responses regarding that, like what type of hardware product you want. If you're looking for CPU, desktop, printer, projector. If the customer chooses I am looking for CPU, so what processor you are interested in. There should be a following question. If I'm choosing I am looking for printers, or if I'm looking for smart devices, so smart devices will be based upon region, what region the user is in. Then we will be guiding him the smart devices accordingly. So this could be a possible uh, guided selling experience where we are asking questions from the customers and providing him the responses so that we can refine the search and suggest him the best possible products which we have.
Yeah.
So these are the steps for guided selling. The first, like it is, we need to create products. So without creating products, we will not be able to go ahead into the guided selling steps. So you need to have a large number of products which you can categorize or put it like define when we are going to guided selling. So best example we will be if you have wardrobes, clothes. So clothes you
Yeah.
can distribute with men's, women's, kids, children, and
Yeah.
then we are creating the same mirror fields in process input. Then we update the
What is
fields.
that
So this
mirror
is just a
fields?
sorry.
What are the mirror fields like?
So whatever fields we have for products, the
Okay.
same fields we would be mirroring in process input. So this we will see in upcoming
Okay.
slides how we will create that. So once we have created the mirror fields, then we are updating product field and input field in process input pick list values. Then we need to create code process and process input questions and conditions. And last thing is we are updating the URL, what URL we have created for guided selling into the code, which will be available for codes guided selling. So if we do not update the ID, our code guided selling process will not work. So now we will see how it needs to be done. So these are the steps which we have just seen, and now we will be seeing we need to create the guided selling in CPQ. So over here, we are over here in CPQ. So I'll just go to my product section
Yeah.
and I'll see. So I have one product with t-shirts.
Or can you do with the home theater only?
Yes. So home theater is only one product which I have. So I
Okay.
need to look
Yeah.
for other products as well.
Other products. Okay.
This is my home theater. Apart from this, I don't think I have any other product for clothing. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll create a line for clothing only. So it will be
Yeah.
easier for you to understand and for me to explain as well.
Yeah.
So we have t-shirts. So I'll create for shirts and I'll mark it as action. Product family I'll choose as consumable. Okay, no. Actually, I have already created that, so then I need to create a lot of fields. Okay, let's see. I'll start with this only. So I want to create it for shirts. And my product code is H, and then I have consumable. Click save and new. Then I will create one for jeans. So this is J, and this is consumable. Then it is trousers, T. So I'm creating products which will
Yeah.
go with everything.
Yeah.
So it is not
Okay,
like
sir.
what else we can do. Now I will,
Shoes.
yes,
You
so
can.
tops.
And product code could be duplicate, like one product name, like two product name has a same product code. We can do like that
No,
in.
yeah, product code can be same, but product
Okay.
name should be different.
Okay.
So shoes I have done. Then what else I can do? I can do bags. So I can do bags for girls, and then I will do
Mm,
wallets for men.
mm.
Okay.
And
Socks I
bracelet.
will do.
Yeah.
So socks I'm already doing for kids. Yeah, I think that's enough. Okay. Now what I need to do is I need to go ahead and make sure that for all the products which I've created, the price should be there. Without the price, nothing will work.
Yeah.
So you can also create the same guided selling, but use the different products. Like you can use
Okay.
home appliances. In that way, you
Yeah.
can use that.
Great.
Okay, so now we have created the products and I have marked the pricing.
Price.
So what we need to do is we have like it says we will see how to create steps. So okay.
Mm.
So now what we need to do is we need to create the products like the way. So over here, if you will see the product which I have. So on smartwatches, I had already created. So I will show you how it looks. So I have a on my product, we already have a product family.
Yeah.
And then we created these fields, which is
Prod.
product
Mhm.
family type, CPU, and region. So I will be now creating the same one depending upon how it looks like over here on the products which we have created.
Okay.
So what will I do? I'll go on to my settings, setup page,
Okay. Go to the object
and click
management.
on object. And over here, I'll choose
Okay.
product, and you will see product over here.
Fields and
So
relationship.
under product, I need to go on to field and relationships. So the this we will see over here. So I think this is on the product option. Yes. So this is a formula field. So we will not touch that field over here. So this one is, will be there. Product family type.
These you
So
create.
product family type. Yeah.
These are all you created, right? The prod
Yeah.
family and product
These fields
family.
I have created. Product family type, CPU, and region. Because
Okay.
over here it is I had done with this laptop version. Now I would be doing it for you. So product family type, I'll not change the field. So how we create a new field over here is, just remove this. Once you click on new, so this we have seen yesterday as well.
Yeah.
So what you need to do, you need to click
Pick
on where
list.
it is pick list, and then you need to click on next,
Next.
and you need to
Click on
choose field
field.
label and click
Okay.
on
Click on value.
values. So you want to enter the values over here.
Okay.
Field name will populate, and then you need to click on next and save. So right now what
Okay.
I'll do, I'll choose whatever is there earlier, and I will modify it. Product family type. So this is a pick list value. So over here you will see that it shows all this stuff, CPU, desktop, whatever. So I'll
Yeah.
add new, because what I want is based on what we have created. So over here the product family is hardware, software, and this
Service
and that.
support consumer entertainment.
So I will create a new one. So it will be, so mine is clothing. So I will choose men's, women, kids,
Kids.
and children. So this is my product family type, which is
Yeah.
this one.
Okay. Yeah.
Now it says hardware type. So if it is for men's, what it should be. So if you
Yeah.
go over here,
Sizes.
so if I go for hardware type, so over here it says product family, then it says okay, directly it talks about the CPU. So I have a pick list which says CPU. So over here I have these two. Okay, hardware type, I think I have removed it from the product family is consumable. Okay, okay. So it is under product family only. So if I select the product families which is hardware, then it will show this. Okay. So over here, what I will do, instead of what we have CPU already, I need to create a new one because it will not match.
Yeah.
So if it is choosing men, then what we need to do is
It's men's first sizes,
I'll
right?
create a new pick list,
L. Yeah.
and I'll take which is for men. And over here I'll choose the products which I have created only specifically for men. So it will
Yeah.
come t-shirt, shirt, jeans, all those things.
Okay, got it.
T-shirt,
Blazer,
shirt, jeans, trousers, blazers, jackets,
blazers, jackets,
trousers, blazers, and
jackets,
jackets,
shoes also will come. Shoes.
shoes, and then wallets. So this is my one for this. Now that's done. Yes. So this is done. Then I'll click on next. So you don't need to make any changes over here.
Okay,
You just click on next and then click on save. So I'll click on save and new because I will create one more. Then I'll again go over here and choose the
pick
pick
list.
list value. Click on next and I'll choose women.
Women's.
So over here, same products will come. Instead of wallet, it will come as bags. And then I'll click next and save. So right now I have created
Got
hardware
it.
type
Matrix.
CPU. So this
Yeah.
is over there. Hardware type, this I have created, and then this I have created, and then it is saying smart devices. So if it chooses smart devices, so if it is talking about dress code which is for men or for women, then different options it should show. Now what it says is we need to create the following fields with same API names at both product and process input level. So right now my product family is a standard field. So if I go on to my product field, which is a standard field over here. So if I go on to my product as well, so under field and relationships, if I select or search for product family,
Okay.
I'll show it to you. So whatever field which we create,
Yeah.
it will have a section field name will be with underscore C. It
Yeah.
means this is a custom field which we have created. If any field does not has the field name which is
Underscore
suffix
C.
with underscore C, it means that it is a standard field and
Okay.
we cannot edit those standard fields. So the product family is a standard field over here. So if I click it open, this is my standard field and you will see that there are couple of pick list values already available. So the products which I have created, all of them have the product family which is consumable. Okay.
Yeah.
So this will come over here. So everything will be consumable. And once they choose the product family based on that, then it will make a difference. So right now what I need to do over here to make sure that it is coming as for men's women's, I need to change the product family because over here you will see the product family, this is hardware software. In our case it is men, women, kids and children.
Yeah.
Okay. So on the product code, what we need to do, I'll just go and show it to you for one product. So one product each I'll show. So for bags, I'll keep it as women. For socks, I will keep it as kids. And then for shoes, I'll keep it as children. So in the same way, you can also do it over here. So now you see that product family over here, we can edit it,
Consumer.
but
Yeah.
it is a drop down field.
Yeah.
So it does not shows any value over here. So for that, what we need to do first, we need to create a value over here. So I will mark it as men,
Men's.
women,
Women. kids,
kids, and children.
children.
So this is my product family, and I'll hit on save. So once you see you have created it over here, now you will be able to see it. So I'll just go and refresh. And now when I edit it, so my product family is for t-shirt, it is men. So if I choose the product family, I'll see the t-shirts. For
Mm.
bags, it will be women. Now if I go to socks, so for socks, it will be kids. And for shoes, it will be children. So I'm showing you one example only, so we can do it for rest for all of them as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So now once we have done that, I have created my product family, I have aligned my products to my product family. Now what I need to do is over here is, so this I have done. So at product level, product family is a standard, so we do not need to make any changes over there. So on product level, we need to create custom objects. So hardware type, so hardware type is what we have created a, sorry, so hardware type is like, for us it is men, women, and things. So we will be creating one more field over here. So if I go on to my fields and relationship, so right now we have our product family. So we start one at a time. So product family we have, which is a standard field pick list value, and we have added pick lists over here.
Men, women, kids.
The,
Yeah.
now what we need to do is, as we have created for hardware type, I'll just check hardware type. Okay, it's not there. And why it says product level fields created are to be added on the page layout. Okay, so CPU is there. So if I go on to this product family type, okay, product family type is showing. So that will come as my, okay. So now what we need to do is, so CPU we have done, which is a hardware type, and then for region also we have done. This is also we are done. And now we'll move ahead with the next option. So it says we need to create process inputs now. So for process input, just like what we have done in the product object, we would be opening one more field, like we will be duplicating it.
Yeah.
And then instead of product, we will be going on to the process input. So you'll see process input over here. So I'll select the process input one. And the same we need to do over here.
That
So
process
in
input is
process,
a custom ones or like
no, process input is a standard field. Under
okay,
fields
but
and relationship, we would be creating. So if you go on to
okay,
details, you will see the field API name is showing with SPQQ, which means it
okay,
is a standard field. We are not creating
okay,
it.
okay. When I saw
Under
that at
process
the last
input,
there is a underscore C is there, so that's why I thought
okay.
of like it's a custom.
So under fields and relationships, over here we will be creating the values.
Okay,
So the same we would be creating like we need to create custom fields. So family is a custom field which is already created over here. So I'll just go and edit it. So family is a pick list value. So you will see that you have the pick list for families over here. So what values we created for the pick list is product family. We created
men,
men,
women,
women, kids, and
With
children.
children.
And now I'll hit on save. Then next what we need to do is there will be a custom field for hardware type. So that I need to check, but I'm not sure I'm not able to see it over there. Is it over here? Yes. So it should be there as well. So anything we need to create it over there. So over here I have a hardware type field which is showing me the products.
Yeah.
So now if I go on to my over here, so hardware I have created men. So when I choose the first thing which is my product family, if it is men, it is showing me these products. So over here also I need to have the same values. So I'll be creating a pick list value over here and do click on next, and I'll choose men underscore, and whatever values we have taken for men, I will select those, come to the section, click on it, and then click on next. And then I will click on save and name. So I will also create it for women. So I'll just copy the fields which we have for women.
Yeah.
So everything is same.
Instead of wallet, the bags is there for the women's.
Yes. So it is t-shirt, shirt, jeans, trousers, blazers,
Instead
jackets,
of wallets,
shoes,
we give the bags.
and bags. So this is for women. So over here also it will come women. Click on next, next, and save. So I have created my hardware type, I have
Hardware type.
created my CPU, and I have created my region. So hardware type is
Is
for
men and women.
men and women. So if it goes over here, so from clothing it will select men, women, and then the things will follow. So only it says only exception is the product family field, which will have different API names. Rest all the fields will be same. Okay,
Yeah.
so that is it. And then we need to update the pick list values with the following APIs. So under add values under the input field. So on the process input, we are on the process input tab. What we need to do is field relationships. You need to search for input field. So under field and relationship, there will be a field which says input field. So this one. So for input field, you will see that I have CPU, family, product family, region. So product
Yeah.
family is already there. I have not made any changes. Family is already there. I have not made any changes. I have created two new fields, which is men and women. So I will add only those. So whenever we are adding it over here, I need to make sure that I am using the API name. So if you go on to my product once, and if I choose men, so you will see this is the API name.
Yeah.
So I need to test this one. So the name should be proper. If you don't enter the name correctly, the results will not be like you will not get accurate results. So now I have my family, I have my product family. So family one is on my product option process input only. This is there on my products. So I'll just go and check once again if the things are going looking proper. I'll search with family. So product family, I have created men, women, kids. And what is the next one? Product family type. So product family type also has that. And when I go on to my process input fields and relationships and look for family, so there is one family pick list, and I have men, women, kids, and children. So family, it is done. Hardware type, CPU region, all the things are done. So now we will be moving ahead. So we need to create a code process. So how do we create a code processes? I'll just close the extra tabs which we have for products. So this is also, I'll keep it as it is here. So on this drop down, you need to click on more, and if you
Yes.
scroll down, you will see a tab which
Code
says
process.
code process. So if I click over here, so I have already created one. So I'll create one more. So now I will name it as, say, clothing guided selling.
Okay.
Guided only. So only those two things which we need to fill. So these are the, okay, this is the process. So steps to create process. So we just need to name the process and click on the checkbox which is for guided only that I have done, and then we need to click on save. So this is my new guided selling is created. Now what I need to do, I need to go on to related. Under related, you will see process inputs. So this is the
Yeah.
process input wherein we would be asking questions. So you need to click on new, and it will say input name. So if I go back to my over here, so it says we will create a process input by going into the related section. Process input for product family, this will be the first question. So over here, I will choose input name which is product family. We are asking which product family you want to look for. So label will be the question. So I'll just copy it from here. And display order will be one. This will be the first question which we would be asking. I'll mark it as active. Code process will be guided selling. So this is, I have created a new one. So this is closed guided selling. Then what else field we need to fill? Input field will be family under underscore C. So here my input field should be, okay,
No, it is the family underscore.
yes. Then what we need to do is conditions met. So we are matching any conditions. So it could be any or all. So any condition matches, it should go. Field should be product family. So over here I'll choose product field would be product family. And then what's next? Operator is equals to, and then we are clicking on save. So operator is equals to, then we hit on save. So whatever is the input on family field, that it would be checking with the product family. And I'll click on save. So my first is created. In the same way, I will be creating more. So this is the second one. So it says hardware type. Now we have identified that the product family is for, if it is looking for men, I need to go for, say it is for men clothing. I label it as 20.
Okay.
No, sorry, label will be the question. Display order will be 20. So it says which type of hardware product
You
you
are
are
looking
looking for. So I will type over here as which,
type of brand you are looking for, or clothes.
yeah, which type of brand or which clothes you are looking for. uh, Looking
Yeah.
for. And the display order, first we have chosen 10. So this I'll mark it as 20. So whenever we are choosing the display order, so we need to keep a gap between them if we want to make sure that any other input will come in between. So we can have a difference of 10. So we can edit it later rather than restructuring the display order of all the process inputs or whatever we have. So we have checked this process will come as clothing. Input field will now be, it will be product family type. So it says hardware type. So it is, for us it is men's. So it will come as men. Then conditions met are any. Over here you don't need to do anything. And then product field
Product field.
will be product family type. Okay, hardware type is showing. So why it is not showing men's over there? And the product field, product filter. Can go over here. Product field. So product field we have created hardware type. Okay, I think over here we missed to create that wrong. Yeah, we created it, but it is not showing because that is the one we would be matching. Product name, product com, product filter, product field. Okay, check. There is a drop down for that. Product, currency, family, SKU. Okay, just one product and family type. Back to product fields. Yes. So over here also I have, right?
Yeah.
No, no, that is okay. I think we need to do one more thing, which is for page layout we have already done when creating. Product. So pick list value is there.
And you gave the men's, women's, and everything as well.
Yes, that is the product family type. It is not showing on the drop down over here. Fields on product object used in filtering the match this input. Okay. So if it is input has the men field, which is over here, this is the process input family. So corresponding field which I have over here is product family, and I have family and product family. Okay. So it will product family type equals to, and then
But
we'll
we
click
need to
on save.
match with the product family type with the normal type, right? Because like we gave their men, and here we gave it's like a product family type underscore C. So it's gonna be coming as like on like,
Yeah, it should be coming because over here we are matching product family and then we are matching product family type.
yeah, but the if you scroll up, like we are keeping there like men's, right?
Yes, so for family, product family, it is family. Then we have created product family type, which is matching the product family type. So it should be coming out with that, but I'm not sure why it is not showing men's. Let's just give it a try. If it does not happen, then I think we need to like do a research why it is not populating. So I'll go with women clothing. Then same question I will have: what type
Clothes
of
you're looking.
clothes you're looking for? Display order I will keep it as 30. Input field will be for women. So here I'll choose product family type equals to, and then I'll hit on save. Conditions any. Yes, so this I have done. I have created the process input for hardware and this and this. Now I need to create the process input condition. So here, these are my process inputs. So I will open it one by one,
Yeah,
and we will go on to related. And this is my process input condition. So this is my first question. So
yeah,
when this is my first thing, there will not be any condition because it should come by default.
yeah,
So on that, there will not be any condition. When I open up the men's one, so over here it will come as a condition. When I click on new, so we'll be creating a condition. So it says process input conditions for product family. The first question will be without the process input conditions. So there will be no conditions. For process input for men, so there will be a condition for that. If you are selecting men's clothing, then only we should be asking for men.
yeah,
So it says condition name, I will put it over here as say men products,
yeah,
and I'll mark it as active.
yeah.
What are the question which I'll be choosing over here? So process input is hardware type. So over here it will come as
Men's.
men's clothing, that is over there. Master process input will be coming as product family. So if it is not showing, it is new process input. So I don't need to create a new process input, right? I have a process input already over there, which is product family. So there are two created, so we need to choose which one. We need to select one. So that is the one, and then we need to do equals to, and it will match the value of men. Then I'll click on save. So this is a condition is being put over here. So if we select men over here, product family, then it will should show come over here. Otherwise, it should be showing women. So now if we go for input condition for CPU type, so this will be for the my other condition, which is for women clothing.
Women clothing.
So same, I will be asking the questions. I'll just open it up to copy paste. So I'll click on new on process conditions over here. I'll put women product. I'll mark it as active. Here I will select product family. So I think this is the second one. Yes. And equals to will be this, and this will come as, and we need to hit on save. So once we have created process conditions, then it
Yeah.
will go for. So it is I'm created process conditions for my hardware type and then CPU and these three. So right now we have only done for men and women.
Yeah.
And then what we need to do is once you have created code process. So I've created my code process over here, which is this is my code process. So once you have done my code process, I have created process input for that. So on my code process under related, I have created process inputs.
Process inputs.
This which is men, women, and this is for the this is yeah, men. This is product family, and then process input conditions I have created. So which is this conditions.
Yeah.
After that, what I need to do is I need to copy the record ID of the code process. So code process record ID, where do we find it? If you go onto the tab, you will see a number
Okay.
before view and the process. So there will be a number. So I'll just copy that number and I'll paste it over here. So this number we need to add it to the code. So I'll go on to the code. I'll open one code and I'll open one more code. Okay. So this number I have taken it over here and I'll paste it on my code. So there is one field which says code process ID. So I'll capture it over there and then I'll click on save. And then I have one more code. So on this one, I'll go and capture the other one. Okay, so now I'll be closing whatever we have done.
Yeah.
And then on this code, I'll go and click on edit lines. And remove whatever is existing one. So now when we click on add products,
Yeah.
so you will see a drop down something like this. So it says please confirm which product you want to select from which product family. So if I select hardware, then it will be asking for other questions. So
Okay.
from hardware, which processor and feature. So should not be showing in this way. So just clear filters. It is not. If I see you on this one, so it says please confirm which product you want to choose from which product family. If I go and select men's, so it says which
What
clothes you are looking
clothes
for.
are looking for?
So if I am looking for t-shirt, then it will suggest me t-shirt only. Right now I'm not sure why it is not showing the product. Okay, just for a moment. T-shirt. Okay, t-shirt is there. I just refresh it. So t-shirt is for men. Facebook is there. Then why it says nothing to display? If I go back and click on add products, so which one it is? Bags. Why it is not showing the products? We have added it.
We gave the price.
This is not the one. If I go on selecting the other product which I have, okay, so let's see how it is working over here. So when I click on add products, so which product you want to buy, if I choose hardware, then processor. So this is not working properly. It is clear fields. It is not even clearing. Okay, so why in the product is not showing over when we have product family, we have women. I think we have like missed some of the other field. That is why the results it is showing that like not picking up the products properly.
Okay.
That is the one thing. Like this product family type, why it is showing as this. This I need to check. Okay, so I'll check on this one and then I'll update you on this. So
Sure.
yesterday we had seen that when we were selecting the products for, if I go back to my simple code, say this one, and I'll close the rest. So I'll remove this and click on save. So yesterday we were choosing some product which was for smartwatch, I think.
Yeah, smartwatches we did. Straps and everything.
Smartwatch. So I'll close the rest of one. So this product which had cost price and still it was not showing over here when I was adding it. So if I add my smart watch, click on save.
Yeah.
So you see that it is coming over here, but if I go and say select
Cost
cost
plus mark.
plus markup, I was able to type over here,
Yeah, it's not taking yesterday.
but it is when I click on say calculated, like no action is being performed.
Yeah.
So what we need to do for that is we go on to my product and you will see that there is one section which says CPQ pricing method.
Okay.
So on my CPQ pricing, you'll see pricing method is marked as list. So that I need
Yeah.
to change, and from list I need to check it to cost. So once I update it to cost, then I go on to my over here and click on quick save. Then my net total should vary. If I'm clicking 10%, still it is not showing. I thought this is the probable reason
Yeah.
because when I'm changing it to cost, the cost price should be taking up, and like if I'm marking up some percent, then it should come as markup amount. Okay, so there are two things which are not working for us, which is a cost price value and then the guided selling.
Yeah.
So we'll focus our session tomorrow for that, and we'll make
Okay.
sure that it works for us. Meanwhile, you can go ahead and review the recording. So this I'll
Yeah.
find out an answer for why it is not working. So
Markup and
probably I had
cost.
thought like
Guided
once we
selling.
change the pricing method of ideally it should be working. But if
Okay.
it is still not working, then I'll find out a way to make it
Okay.
work on that.
Sure, sure. I know tomorrow.
Okay.